Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Let's go to this military map and we have some of the success for Ukrainian army as usual day by day. It's been confirmed that we took Bilohorivka. You can see it's already in blue color. By the way, my friends, you are watching me right now. Make sure that you are watching me from original channel, Dennis Davydov, because there are some scammers that may take my videos. And here we have Liman. I'm gonna speak about it a little bit later because I already started with Bilohorivka. So we're very close to Lysychansk, I would say. I think up to 10 kilometers away. Yes, exactly 10 kilometers. And the fighting is ongoing very close to this city. It's one of the biggest cities here in this area of the Lugansk Oblast. And before Russia took almost all of the Lugansk Oblast, here you can see the perimeter of it. And now we're pushing again to take our cities back from Russia. But Russia concentrated lots of their forces in this region. That is why they also withstand our attacks. But we are pushing hard, my friends, so I do expect that the fighting will be close to the city next week. I would say it's already very close and the fighting is ongoing near to the city suburbans. And just to remind you, Lysychansk is on a high ground. That is why Russians may use their artillery more effectively compared to our army, which is located in Bilohorivka. So for us, it's very crucial to take this city, and that is how we're gonna take Severodonetsk after it. And now let's move to Liman, my friends. Still, this city is under Russian control, but we are pushing very hard. We took Yarova, by the way. It's been confirmed. Yesterday we got that information from Publix, but now we have the images saying that our army, stating that our army took this part. And basically we cut the main roads for Russian supplies, so Russians really struggling here in Liman. Still they have secondary roads here and there for the supplies, but the main one, the railroad, we already cut. After we took Izum city, which was the main crossroad for the supplies, for the railroad, for the normal roads, it's just a matter of time then Ukraine will take all of this territory of Lugansk and Kharkiv region under our control back. Still, there are a couple of the hotspots, Troitske and Svatovo. So Russia uses this railroad from Russia directly to supply Lugansk and this self-proclaimed Eleanor Republic. So for us, it's very important to target Troitske supply line and this railroad. So if we take this city, there is no more supplies for the railroad for the north part of the self-proclaimed Republic from Russia. And I just want to measure if we may fire. Yeah, obviously we may target this place from using our HIMARS. And here you can see also Svatovo, which is also important, but we already cut Kupiansk. So Russia may just send their reinforcements using those roads, and the railroad, as you can see, it's under our control. So it's been cut for Russia before they supply the Severodonetsk. You can see this wide road just went from the Russian controlled territory of Volchansk, Kupiansk, and all across the Severodonetsk. Now they lost their supplies for that region. Without the railroad connections, Russia will lose this war for sure, because with normal roads they cannot push as much as they supply using the rails. However, still Russia continues to push towards Bakhmut. Where is our Bakhmut? It's here. And let's go to the timeline. So it was like that before and they pushed for a few meters. So the fighting is ongoing, I would say, in the city itself. The gray areas here already covered the city, but I do not expect that Russia may got this city under their control, because Ukraine put defense lines over there. They're much more effective compared even to Severodonetsk. And for Russia, it took more than 1 month to take the Severodonetsk city, and for Ukraine, it took just 5 days to free all of the regions of the Kharkiv area. Yes, I am wrong, because still we have this part left of Kharkiv region under Russian occupation. About the south, my friends, here we have a movement from Ukrainian side. It's a little by little we're pushing, like every day we're getting some sort of the advancement, and without proper supplies Russia cannot withstand our counterattacks here. So it's just a matter of time that we're gonna cut Russian group into the two main areas here on the north side and here on the south. So yeah, it's gonna be like that, cut in two, and because the Ingulets River is going here, we're gonna receive 3 of the groups of the Russian army here, here, and there. This is very important because here we have the Kherson city itself. So maybe Russia would move all of their forces to protect the city of Kherson, but without the proper supplies, because all of the bridges were destroyed, Russia has no future in this region. And as I say to you, it's just a matter of time that we'll take it under our control. I hope till the new year. And I think you are waiting for my reaction on so-called referendums that may ongo in Kherson, Zaporizhia regions, and as well as in Donetsk and in Lugansk. Basically, those are not referendums, but open annexation of Ukrainian independent territory, as it was with Crimea. Yes, I'm recording this video quite late, my friends, because I was waiting for the Russian Tsar address. It should have been that speech, but they canceled it for today, and I think they move it for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna have probably the address of Russian Tsar to Russians. Maybe they'll announce the massive mobilization, at least in some parts of Russia, I think neighboring parts. Belgorod Oblast, Rostov-on-Don, maybe Voronezh, Bryansk, and they will call Russian men to fight for the so-called Russian territory if they proclaim that those areas are Russian. If we continue Ukrainian counterattacks successfully there, they're gonna put their new forces to Ukraine. Those will be just meat, because they lost already lots of their tanks, lots of the armored vehicles, aviation, and the main thing that they lost very experienced soldiers here in Ukraine. Now they hire prisoners, and if they announce the massive mobilization, obviously they'll take just random guys, Russian guys who will fight here for nothing. Well, they may do it, and I think it would be the beginning of the end of Russia. Well, it was already. Then they decided to attack Ukraine on 24th of February this year. But again, it's one more push towards the dictatorship in Russia just be ruined, maybe with Russia itself. Why? Well, basically, Russians in general don't want to go and fight here in Ukraine. I mean, average Russians. If you ask guys in Moscow, they will refuse. I think 90% will refuse to get mobilized. Obviously, that is why Russian government increased the prison sentences if you refuse to fight for your country. It was rising up from 7 years up to 10 years. Also, they put extra punishment if you surrender or run away from the front lines. They put it up to 10 years as well. So Putin's regime is very similar to Stalin's one. Ни шагу назад, за родину, за Stalina. No step behind for your motherland and Stalin. Here we have the same action. And what can I say? Russia is just scared after we took this part of the territory that they lost very fast in 5 days. Before they got many losses occupying this territory, but now Ukraine is fighting hard using Western-made equipment, and that is why Russians realized that they cannot fight here in Ukraine without massive mobilization. Obviously, that will make our counterattacks more difficult, but still we don't have the other option. We need to fight for our freedom. And I just want to remind you that we are fighting against the biggest country in the world that has the largest nuclear arsenal. But still, I don't think that they're gonna use nuclear weapons here in Ukraine. Obviously, for sure, that would be the end of Russia and Putin's regime. That is why I think they will not dare to use it here. But mobilization, they may start it. The head of the military committee of the Russian government said that there's not going to be the massive mobilization in all Russia. He said that the martial law may be implemented to the neighboring areas of Russia, and I think that is where they may find some people to fight in Ukraine. And this is the Google Trends for today in Russia, the 20th of September, how to leave Russia. You see the huge spike in that research. The self-proclaimed leader of the Belarusia, Lukashenko, said that Belarusian economy should turn to the war state. And I think Russia may use Belarus as well to try to get control over the Kiev region again. but obviously they'll be just devastated again here. And this is the stock market showing the huge drop for the Russian corporations for today. Then referendums of the self-proclaimed republics were announced, and it's one more nail into the coffin of the Russian economy. Pentagon officials say that referendums are the information special operations of Russia. The aim of that is to deflect the attention from the state of the Russian army. No one would recognize the result of those referendums, and United States obviously. And that is what I think, my friends. We need to do our own job no matter what. We need to push Russian soldiers away from Ukraine. Yes, Russia wants the peace agreements. That is why they are raising the bet to the highest possible levels. So they say, okay, Ukraine is attacking the Russian territory now, and we should use all the weapons. We may use all of the weapons that we have, including nuclear. So, President Zelensky, let's negotiate how we're gonna take the part of your land. It's not gonna happen like that, my friends. Everything will be Ukraine. President of Turkey Erdogan also said that they will never recognize this referendum that Russia will take in Ukraine. President of France Emmanuel Macron tried to call to Russian leader today, but his call was rejected. I hope that one day some of the European politicians will understand that it's better to give Ukraine weapons and not to talk with Putin. What's the point of talking to that madman? We should destroy Russia here in Ukraine, driving them out from our country, and we'll see the Russian regime change in that case. We have the information that Russia is moving out their submarines from Sevastopol and Crimea, and they're gonna put them to Novorossiysk. I think they may be afraid of possible Ukrainian attack on Crimea. Well, before Russia already said that if Ukraine attacks Russian territory of Crimea, we're gonna use all of the weapons that we have. And what happened after we destroyed the Saki air base? Nothing. So I think with that referendums, it may be the big bluff again from Russian side. Russia is receiving more military drones from Iran. At least we have Iranian Air Force Ilyushin 76 flying to Moscow regularly. As you can see, Tehran, Moscow. And today it was reported that we shot down Shahid drone. It's the first time that we shot down that kind of the big drone that was used by the Russian forces. The address of the Russian Tsar to his people already been recorded and will be shown tomorrow. At least we have that information from the publics and from some of the media sources. So we're gonna see it tomorrow, but it will not change anything for Ukraine and its army. I think this picture may show the expectations of Ukrainian people, and also it shows the future for Russian Tsar. My friends, I'm gonna keep you updated on situation here in Ukraine. Now, please press the like to support this channel, or if you wish to support this channel financially, there are some of the links in the video description below. You may support me on Patreon, PayPal or Donatello, whichever you like. My friends, thank you so much for your support. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are. Have a great time.